Some say it's a fad. Some say going gluten-free is healthful eating. But before you try it, there are some things you need to know about this now $6.3 billion industry. What we discovered about the calories, the price, and the potential nutrition deficiencies could make you think twice.
It's the in thing. Virtually every possible product has a gluten-free option. There's gluten-free Girl Scout cookies, beer, gluten-free restaurant finders, and even gluten-free dating sites.
I had a friend whose daughter had celiac, and she had a really hard time finding good product.
Gluten-free isn't hard to find anymore. Amy Jones, the owner of Gigi's Cupcakes, offers gluten-free on Fridays and Saturdays.
What goes into a gluten-free cupcake?
It's the flour. It's a non-wheat based flour.
Gluten is a naturally occurring protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. For 1 out of 131 Americans, gluten can trigger celiac disease, which is an immune response that can damage your stomach lining.
And that inflammation affects the small intestine. And as you know, the small intestine is the location where most nutrients are absorbed.
I kept getting really sick and we couldn't figure out why.
Bettina Adams was diagnosed with celiac disease a year and a half ago. She makes the trip from Alexandria to Rookwood's Whole Foods for its gluten-free selection.
It's not a diet fad, it's an actual serious medical problem, and people can die from it.
Gluten Google searches are trending higher each month as more people without celiacs or a gluten sensitivity are going gluten-free. As we look closer, the calories and price don't add up.
Gluten-free products, as you know, are very high in calories. And so you might consume the same amount of food, but on a gluten-free diet, that's going to be a whole lot more calories.
Experts caution the gluten-free packaged foods have more sugar, sodium, and fat than their gluten-filled counterparts. Registered dietitian Vina Grandi counsels celiac and gluten-sensitive patients. She says deciding to cut gluten on your own could put you at risk for some nutrition deficiencies.
Products that have gluten, like the wheat products, they all have a larger quantity of B vitamins that you're typically missing if you go off them.
Studies show that gluten-free foods cost on average 242% more than standard foods.
It is definitely a fad, but it's going to be a costly fad.
But for people with celiac disease, everyone going gluten-free is increasing options to the nth degree.
How grateful are parents when they find that you have these gluten-free cupcakes?
They light up.
And in some, you can't even tell the difference.
Oh, that's really good. And they were. If you're going gluten-free just because it's the in thing, Harvard researchers say there's no benefit and you're really wasting your money. For people looking for gluten-free friendly businesses and restaurants, there are some great free apps. Bettina uses Find Me Gluten Free.